You are being recorded right now. Hello, everyone, and welcome to We Speak Cinema. In a while, we haven't seen you in a while. My name is Ioan.
My name is Peter.
Well, talking about a while, to explain ourselves, we've been on vacation this month of August.
Watching
and,
no movies on my end. I haven't watched a
well,
movie in like 2 weeks.
I sneaked a couple.
You snuck a couple in there, maybe just a little bit.
Just to get my taste riveting. You know.
Didn't like that.
Yeah. Anyway, we are going to it's late, but we're still going to film our second Criterion Haul from
Part two of an extensive haul for both of us. I think this time around.
Yeah, it always is.
But this time more than usual.
Yeah, I have 12.
I have 8.
You have 10.
I have 8.
You have 8.
I have 7, and then a special surprise.
Okay, special surprise. Okay, now.
Yeah.
Okay,
so let's just get straight into it. We're getting straight. This is part 2. You clicked on it for a reason.
That's right, people. You heard it first.
Mildred Pierce. Okay, This is Spline number 860, starring Joan Crawford. Only film that she ever won an Oscar for. I found that out by reading the back cover. It's about a single mother. They pretty much live, I'd say, a rich lifestyle, but she works at a restaurant, and then she comes to own this restaurant. But the worst part about this movie, and the best part, is the daughter, because she is one of the most annoying characters, if not, like, you know, those characters that you just want to like strangle a little bit, just a tiny bit.
Would you say it's more? Do you hate her more than Gene Tierney in Leave Her to Heaven, or about the same? But that's a story about another time, ladies and gentlemen.
That's different.
Continue.
That's different. I think it's a different category, those two people. Yeah. But anyway, it's a great movie. They put a little twist on it. Like, there's a little, it's like a murder mystery towards the end.
It's a noir film. It is a noir film.
Yeah, so it has your typical.
But in this case of a noir, you don't have the main character being a man, and you have a femme fatale, a woman, and there's the femme fatale who is her daughter, which I think is great,
and it makes it really, really good.
Let us not forget that this film is directed by the one and only Michael Curtiz, who has directed Casablanca, and a film which I got this another film of him, which is within the collection, but I'll get to that. I don't think I've presented this last haul. I'm not sure, but I did get History is Made at Midnight, a movie by Frank Borzaghi. It's a great film. It's a great love story. It's just one of those films that you can just put on late at night and just enjoy it. The characters, you just fell for them. They're great. The comedy's there. And I think this is my first movie with Charles Boyer, which is a French actor, who was a French actor. And this is also a movie with Irene Dunne. And the reason why I got this is because a lot of people got it, and I've enjoyed the film, and also because I've seen another film from Frank Borzaghi, and I believe it's his last. It's called Moonrise, which is also in the collection.
Right.
I don't know if I'm going to get that next haul, but I recommend both of his films to watch, because they are absolutely incredible.
My next film is a film that was actually gifted to me by this person right here. Who's that? I don't know. I have no idea.
Matthew McConaughey. What?
All right. I've been in this play. I am going to be in this play again, hopefully. But I've never seen the movie. And back then, I didn't want to taint my acting talents with the performances in the film. But now I couldn't care less, and I want to see this classic that I'm ashamed to say that I haven't seen yet, which is 12 Angry Men. The best courtroom drama ever, I guess, because it's in one location. What's the runtime on this? 96 minutes. Perfect runtime.
It's a swift hour and a half, but it just keeps you glued.
And my favorite thing, dialogue heavy.
Yes. Well, it's a play, so obviously.
Yeah, it has to be. So it's enough has been said about that movie.
We will talk about this film once you see it. We have to make a special video about it because it's a very popular film. It's also a great debut film by Sidney Lumet. It's his debut. The next movie which I got, and this was an iffy for me, but I stepped up and I lived up to it. It's Bringing Up Baby. I have seen this before. I was not impressed with it, to be honest with you. I think I rated it a 3 or 3.5 on Letterboxd. But the reason is because when I watched this, I didn't know much about screwball comedy. And it was the same thing with Physical Friday, which I watched this past haul, but I couldn't find it anywhere. And I love that film. I think now I give it a 4 because the movie's hilarious. And I said, if I liked that film, which I've watched 3 or 4 years ago, I think I'm going to appreciate this more because I grew up and now I'm more film-wise, I'm more open and I understand more about film. So I'm excited to check this out. I haven't seen it, but I do remember there's some funny scenes. That's all I have to say about this.
In other words, film grows with you and you grow with film.
Exactly. And it's also with my favorite actor, who's Cary Grant.
Yeah. That cover is also great. I really like the leopard.
The cover is also great. Yeah, I fully agree.
My next film is a Lynch film that I haven't seen. It's Blue Velvet. Based on the premise alone, like it's very hard for me to pick up a Criterion based on the little blurb that they give you on the back of it. But it had to be picked up based on the only Lynch film I've seen is Mulholland Drive, and I wanted to revisit that. So, and he's such a unique visionary, and I think that there's a lot to gain from seeing more of his films. And Laura Dern is in this, which I just read today. I had no idea.
And Laura Dern and Ingrid. It's Ingrid Bergman's daughter, which I forgot her name.
There's Isabella Rossellini.
Isabella Rossellini, yeah.
There you go.
And Dennis Hopper. And Dennis Hopper. Hopper.
I love that David Lynch's editions and like other directors like Wes Anderson, they're always approved by them. Like that they had something to do with the film coming out on the Criterion label. And usually it comes with the sticker. And I just love, like, it makes me feel like the director is working with us as the viewers to get the best quality possible. It's just such a nice feeling.
I fully agree. I have to film. I showed it in the last haul. I got it this haul. One of the reasons why it's because it's considered a neo-noir, and it's one of those Lynch films which has an end and has a definitive ending, unlike Mulholland Drive or Eraserhead. Anyway, next up, it's another blind buy for me. It's the first blind buy in this haul. It's Death Street Rides Again with Marlene Dietrich and Jimmy Stewart. Reason why did I get this? I have no idea.
Well, I love that.
I never heard about director George Marshall. The only thing why I got it, Jimmy Stewart is in this, and Marlene Dietrich, it's in this.
But that's a good enough reason. You understand? Like, you can say, like, I don't have no idea why I got it, but if Jimmy Stewart is in something, like, it validates why you got it.
And I heard from Nathan Lane.
Hi.
No, Nathan Lane. Nathan.
Oh my God.
Hey everyone, my name is Nathan.
Next blind buy. The same reason as you picked it up for the actor. I picked it up for the director. Paul Thomas Anderson. I've seen There Will Be Blood. It's one of my favorites. I've seen what's it called? Boogie Nights.
Boogie Nights.
Don't care for it. Sorry, don't care for it. So this is kind of in the middle. It's Punch Drunk Love.
But you've never seen it.
I've never seen it. I've heard incredible things in regards to Adam Sandler's performance, and they literally put on the back that it's his first dramatic role ever. So this was his start of, leading to Uncut Gems, which is later coming out on Criterion and that stuff.
Another sorry to interrupt, another what's his name again? Sandler film, which is more serious. It's Spang English. If you've never seen it, it's more dramatic. It's not as dramatic as Punch Drunk Love or Uncut Gems, but it's just about that. And I kind of like him. I like Sandler being that dramatic.
I like it too. It's just so much better than all his horrible.
Not going to talk about it on this channel. Never.
Spy number 843, Punch Drunk Love. I'm excited to check it out. Paul Thomas Anderson, I'm surprised to say, has become a hit or miss, but he's done The Master, he's done The Early Blood, so I have hope and I trust him.
Oh yeah, I think you're going to enjoy the film. I've never seen it, but from the still shots that I've seen, incredible. Another film which I got, another blind buy. Actually, there are two films, but it's in one. It's The Killers. It's two noir. There are two noir films, and it's based upon Ernest Hemingway's, I think, short story or novel. I'm not sure, but the first one, the original film from, I think it's 46. It's directed by Robert Sidomak, and he was widely known back in the day of making great noirs in Hollywood. Then the other, not the sequel, but the readaptation of the same novel was done by Don Siegel, the director Don Siegel. And in the first film, and not the best reason, the only reason why I got this, it's not because only of the story, but because in the first film you have Burt Lancaster and Ava Gardner in this, and you also have Edmund O'Brien. That's that. And then in the 1964 remake, you have Lee Marvin, Angie Dickinson, John Cassavetes.
Oh my gosh!
And the future president of the United States, Ronald Reagan.
Was this?
And I think this is his last film as an actor, Ronald Reagan's. Yeah, what were you saying?
Was this 20 on sale? The Killers? Like, is it regularly priced? Like,
yeah, this was regularly priced because I think it's only one disc.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I was just curious.
Yeah, it's one disc. Okay. But it's noir, and I like it.
Next film, this is an interesting one for me. I had no inclination that I wanted to get this, but sometimes a movie, the last shot of a film can stick with you so much that you want to revisit the entire film just to go back to that one moment and revisit what it made you feel like. And for me, that was Portrait of a Lady on Fire from 2019.
I have seen the last frame of it, and it's really interesting.
And that last shot is so heart-wrenching. Like when I'm thinking about it, like I can get chills just talking about it. And it's I want to see what it looks like on Criterion because I watched not a great version of it, and it looked great. Like I knew it looked great, but I didn't see a good version of it. So this is going to look like someone painted my TV.
Yeah, but you have to watch this on your big screen.
Oh, it has to be. Must. Yeah, it's a great movie, and it wasn't even nominated for international feature, which is they got robbed.
Yeah, robbed. I don't understand.
That's spine number 1034, so it's very new.
Next up, the Michael Curtiz flick that I was talking to you guys about. Blind Buy, noir. I don't care. It's a noir. I'm fine, and it's with a good director. And I think this is his last film, or like second to last film, which is John Garfield. This film is called The Breaking Point. This is also based upon a Hemingway short story that Hemingway considered to be a flop. He didn't like it at all. He said it's my worst story ever. Michael Curtiz challenged him that I can make a smash hit of your story. And that's how he made the movie. And it was a smash hit back in 1950. I'm excited to watch this. This film, though, it has been adapted for the first time into a film called To Have and Have Not with Humphrey Bogart and Lauren Bacall. But that film did not even stick to Hemingway's novel at all, because that film was adapted for World War II and it was set during World War II.
I see.
Anyway, so I've seen that and I liked it. The performances were great, but now I want to see the actual original stuff. So I'm excited to check this out. Breaking Point, Michael Curtiz.
Next one, another blind buy. I wish I would have seen it before I got it. director of Parasite, Bong Joon-ho. They released Memories of Murder on Criterion. That looks horrible, but yeah, there it is. You've seen it. I just know it's gonna be good. I know from the shots, like the last shot is so famous, and the cinematography, and it's Bong Joon-ho, and like
I was surfing on Instagram and the other day, and there was a small video, a small clip of the ending of Memories of Murder, and it's just that the last, literally the last frame sticks with you after the film.
I mean, this movie is apparently so good that on the special features for Parasite, when they had the press conference talking with Bong Joon-ho, the interviewer was more excited to talk about this film than the film that they were supposed to be talking about.
Bong Joon-ho, I think it's one of the greatest modern day Asian directors.
Yeah.
Because what we have in the past, you had Kurosawa, you had most of them, you had the Japanese directors, and then you also had the Chinese directors, such as was Wong Kar-wai Chinese?
I don't want to get it wrong, so I'm not.
Or Taiwanese, we're not sure, but then you have him as being more modern, and I think now it's up to.
And he already has
a good amount of filmography under his belt.
It's good stuff.
I'm so happy. I don't know if I'm going to get this film. I have to rewatch it again, but I'm telling you right now, there are some scenes which are not horrifying, but they're just effed up. They truly are.
I mean, Tarantino puts this guy on his list. Remember, he was like, Tarantino always put my films on my list. Bong Joon-ho.
Bong Joon-ho.
Yeah.
Moving right on.
Next up is another blind buy for me. A lot of blind buys for this cell. It's The Innocents. It's a horror. It's, I think, my first horror film from the Criterion collection. I'm doing it. I don't know if it's a horror per se. I've heard it's a great thriller.
Besides them releasing Psycho later this year.
Elliot Cohen talked about this film.
Hello, it's Elliot here, as always.
In his past videos, actually last year videos about recommendations of horror films, and he said that some scenes in this, which are really freaky, and still shots that he still remembers are really freaky. So I'm excited to check this out, and I think this is based upon a novel, and it has one of the best actresses, Deborah Kerr, who's played in many other roles, in other films, who is a British actress, but she worked on American films as well. And one of the other reasons why I want to see this film, it is because it's one of those films filmed in CinemaScope. And we're going to talk more about this. Maybe I'll do a video.
Hello everyone, this is Ioan Cozma. The reason why you're hearing my voice at this point of the video is because I will be making a mistake in the following seconds in regards to CinemaScope, Panavision, and VistaVision. Since I don't want to make the same mistake twice, at the end of my blabbering, I shall let Mr. Martin Scorsese correct me. Of course, we'll let the masters talk.
251 to 1 aspect ratio.
255 were the first CinemaScope real wide, and then 235 because it couldn't project in all the theaters, and then from scope to Panavision, which made it even simpler. And now it doesn't matter because everything's reduced to the 16:9 high-def screen.
I'm excited for this. So I'm waiting for this till October to watch it for.
Yeah, that's one of those that the cover always intrigues me, and I've heard way too much about it to not have seen it yet.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of Elliot Cohen, another shout out. I picked up his favorite film.
Oh, Barry Lyndon. Yes. It's definitely in my top 10 films as well.
Wow. Okay. I didn't know that. Spline number 897. It's, I've had a love-hate relationship with Kubrick, to be honest with you. Like,
no, you just have to give it more time. You have to be more.
I respect. No, I want to like love this film specifically.
But you will. I'm telling you, you have to give it a second shot. I don't know. You've told me when you first watched it, you paused it a lot.
Yeah.
Don't pause the film.
But you need time. You need to have time.
This is why I hate when I have to watch a film and pause it, even once. If the film is good, I stay. If it's 4 hours, I stay and I watch it. It doesn't matter how long it is. And I'm telling you, it's going to be great. It's going to be in your favor. Sure, if you're going to start the film late at night, you're going to fall asleep.
Yeah.
Start it during the day. I'm sorry I'm going off on this rant, but I'm just annoyed when people are saying, I don't like this film because and when I watched it, I paused it too much. Yeah. That's when you don't like it, because you pause it too much.
Absolutely.
You're cutting up the momentum.
And the people need to hear this.
Yes, they do.
Now, the last thing that I have is the surprise. So you need to like go through like 4 or 5 right now, just off the bat.
Yeah. Another film which I got, it's off the sale, but I'll still include it in this because we're doing the fall. It's Scenes from a Marriage, the Bergman film. In regards to Bergman, I was almost tempted to get the box set. I'm not gonna get it because I've started watching most of his filmography, from like late 50s, 60s, 70s filmography. I'm not a fan of certain films, and I don't think I will revisit them again, just because I feel that they're not Bergman enough for me.
And that's totally okay.
They're not worthy. But this film, it's exactly worthy. And I was talking to you about this. This is better than Marriage Story. If you think Marriage Story is a great movie about divorce, and I'm like, oh my God, it's so good. No, this is the Marriage Story. It's absolutely brilliant. This was released in 6 episodic TV show, but later on, or before that, it was released as a movie, the theatrical version. In 73, you have the television version with 6 episodes, and you have the US theatrical version, 1974, coming. It's incredibly good. It's Liv Ullmann, and I forget what the guy's name is.
Liv Ullmann has to go down in history as like.
Oh yeah, but she is Liv Ullmann, Bibi Andersson. They're great. Go and watch this film. It's absolutely incredible, and you have to watch it.
Go check it out.
Go check it out. Another film, and I think I'm going to get the other political thriller and mystery, which is available in the Criterion collection. There's the Manchurian Candidate. I think I'm going to get it next sale. But for this sale, I'm sticking up with the Parallax View, and this is not a blind buy because I have seen this film prior to buying it, because it's on Prime, and I was like, great. And the reason why I also saw it is because it is directed by Alan J. Pakula, who also directed Clute. Clute, I was not a fan of Jane Fonda and Sutherland. What's his first name? Donald Sutherland. But I'm excited for this film. I'm still excited because it deals about it's still in our minds to this day, like what happened to Kennedy. And it talks about political assassination, conspiracies, and how he can drive people nuts. It's not a trippy film. On the contrary, it's more like it's very thriller-esque. I very much recommend it, and I think it's my first Warren Beatty film, and I truly like him in this film.
There you go.
Next up is a Brian De Palma film. Now, I invited you over my house in July, and we watched together Blow Up, and it was an absolutely incredible film. Even though a lot of people don't think so, but I think it's a great satire done by De Palma, who is a master at its craft of horror films. About horror, the first 5 minutes And I listened to De Palma's interview. The first 5 minutes, we were just playing around. We were all laughing.
Yeah.
It's a mockery of the horror genre, in a way. And funny enough, that's also a political thriller in a way, Blow Up. So I got another De Palma film called Dress to Kill. I'm not excited to see Carrie. Blow Out.
Yes.
I said Blow Up?
Yes.
Blowout, sorry. I'm not excited to see Carrie, which is another De Palma film. Is very, oh my God. Yeah. No. Dress to Kill. It's with Michael Caine, Angie Dickinson plays as well. Nancy Allen. Nancy Allen is De Palma's wife, or was De Palma's wife. But the reason why I got this film, it is because yes, it's a thriller. Yes, it's about.
What is it about, Ioan? Tell us.
Well, it's about a Manhattan psychiatrist who's played by Michael Caine, and his clients are being killed off by a mysterious person, and that's all it says here, more or less. I'm not going to spoil the film, but there's also another reason why I got this film, because Michael Caine is doing something in the film. If you've seen this film, you know what I'm talking about. Dress to Kill, by De Palma. If
you want to see another film where Michael Caine does weed, I highly suggest Children of Men. Anyway, continue.
This is my first Scorsese film in the collection. I'm excited to see this film because not a lot of people are watching this. I think it's an underrated film. I've heard a lot of people saying this is a masterpiece. It's a period piece. It's The Age of Innocence.
I want to see that so bad.
One of the reasons why I also got this film is with the great director, actor Daniel Day-Lewis.
Yeah, listen. I want to see this and Gangs of New York. I need to do like a double feature.
I think you'll like it because it would be set in the same period in a way.
It's just like, imagine Scorsese directing Daniel Day-Lewis.
And this is 93, so this is in between Goodfellas and Casino, and he directed this drama love story. I'm excited. I don't know what to say about this, but I'm excited to watch it as soon as possible.
I can't.
Another great movie, which I love but you hate. It's a David Fincher movie, and that is The Game.
Oh.
I think that Michael Douglas, it's amazing in this film, and what's her name? Sean Penn is amazing in this film, and what's her name? I think it's Deborah Kara Unger. I think that's the woman in the prima donna.
To clear the air.
Excuse me. It's absolutely incredible.
Excuse me.
Watch it. Don't listen to him.
Excuse me. I was under the impression that The Game was going to be like all the other David Fincher films, which are not comedies or satires. I took everything seriously.
But it's not. It's not serious. Once you get to the end,
argument. I'm not going to have the argument right now over The Game.
Once you get to the end, you realize all your seriousness went down the drain, and I'm gonna stop myself because I almost spoiled the film.
Okay.
I almost spoiled the film. Anyway, going to the box sets now. I got because this is a film that my family loves, and I said I have to have it. It's The Princess Bride.
Sorry, that looked incredible.
As you wish.
Everything else was so serious, and then you just pick up like this purple pinkish book, like.
As you wish.
Hey, that's a good movie.
It's fantastic. I'm not a fan of the digibook style. This is a digibook style, like what the regular Blu-rays used to do, or they're still doing. I'm not a fan of it. I want to have like a case like this. Here's The Game again. And just have the cover of it.
This guy.
Shut up. If you have not seen The Princess Bride, watch it with your kids. It's a great romance story. It's a great adventure.
Prepare to die.
You kill I'm Inigo Montoya. My name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die. Absolutely fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. So now I'm going to let you go with your last film because I have my last film in front of me.
Okay. We've made it.
We've made it, ladies and gentlemen.
Now, We mentioned his name earlier. I've seen 2 of his films, and I've fallen in love with his work. That is the Wong Kar-wai box.
Oh yeah, I forgot you got that.
Yes, I did get this. It is beautiful. It is compact. And you know that I love a director when I have In the Mood for Love already on Blu-ray, but I had to get the box set.
And you're still keeping the Blu-ray in the collection.
I'm still keeping the. Why would I get rid of the Blu-ray? No, that's like sacred ground. Man, Wong Kar-wai. What is there to say about this guy? I mean, first of all, one of the best directors to use like the music choices that he makes in his films. They're so specific and so perfectly picked, like hand selected. Whether it was In the Mood for Love or Chungking Express, which I saw recently. And this just goes to show how big of an impact this director has had on me, because I've seen 2 of his films and there's 7 in the box set. And I've spent so much money. I was gonna get this in November. I wasn't gonna get this month or past month. But you know, I saw it. I asked the guy, "Is it there?" And he said it's a bestseller right now. It was very nice.
Yeah, and also the question that left us speechless, because I love Wong Kar-wai as well, and I'm prepared to watch his filmography. He said, "Why do people love him? What's so special about this director?"
And we had
nothing to say, and then I said to him, I think I said, hopeless romantic films. I think I said that.
Yeah.
Hopeless romantic film.
And then because I couldn't think, I had no idea what to say. And then the theme of loneliness came back to me, and I was like, you want films about that? This is your guy right here.
And remember what he said? He said, that's the best type of a film that you cannot describe with words.
You said you hit it right on the nail, and he hit it right on the nail, and it was like meant to be. I think it was just great. So that's that.
Yeah, when you showed me, because you came over after we bought that, and I was not a fan of the packaging, but thinking about it, it's so pristine the way it is.
Yeah, it's cut at weird angles on the inside too. Yeah, it's beautiful. It's great.
So my last film, which I've seen, it's another Bergman, and I think it's his best film, besides The Seventh Seal, and maybe Wild Strawberries. It has to be. It's his last film. It's Fanny and Alexander. Hold up a second. Da!
And we're rolling, and we're rolling, and we're rolling. Edit this out.
Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen. Fanny and Alexander, Bergman's film, 1982, his last film. Just like Scenes from Marriage. Television version of this, 6 episodes. Theatrical version. I've seen only the theatrical version. I'm excited to see the TV version, because I've heard there's more stuff about certain characters. And think about Bergman and all of his themes: loneliness, despair,
religion.
What? Legend?
Religion.
Religion. Oh, big time in this film. Religion, alienation, all the themes that you can, death.
I was just gonna say death. Why are you reading my mind?
All of his themes smacked into this one. I've just seen The Silence, the film The Silence from Bergman. Not a fan of it, but now I saw he's using, and just like it's a precursor to Persona. Just like in Persona, you had a kid who starts the movie and ends the film. In this film, the kid is throughout the entire film. So he implements children in this film. He doesn't do that in his other, like small children, like 7 or 8 years old, 10 years old.
No.
He doesn't do that in all of his other films. He does it in his last one. And it's brilliant the way he does it. It's absolutely incredible. This is a little bit more expensive. This is $30, and I'm glad that Criterion gave it such a good price, because you're getting the theatrical, you're also getting the television, and you're also getting a behind the scenes making, which is it's a different disc in the set. I'm urging you to watch this. And ladies and gentlemen, by the end of this film, you'll probably just hate Lutheran bishops. Probably. And I think we can safely say that Bergman portrays evil through this Lutheran bishop, which is in this film. He's truly effed up. And what happens to him in the film, you just thank God that what happened, it happened, and you're happy with that. But the magnificent Bergman, fantastic.
If the idea of an actor staring down the barrel of a lens and talking to you for 5 minutes sounds appealing, then Autumn Sonata is the Bergman for you, because that's
that one, you know, that one too as well, and Cries and Whispers.
Oh man, I understand now why Bergman is one of the most revered filmmakers ever.
It's Bergman is my top. It's part of my top 3 directors of all time. It's just because I've always been, every Bergman film that I've watched, even if one of it was mediocre, I still enjoyed it, and I got something out of it. It's Bergman. You can't go wrong with him.
Absolutely. Speaking of good pricing, Criterion's announcement of the 4Ks.
Yes, so let's talk a little bit about that. I'm excited that Citizen Kane is coming on the Criterion collection. Finally. We do know that Citizen Kane was the first film that they've released as Laserdisc back in the day. I'm glad that it's coming on the collection.
Get your pre-orders ready, people, because this is not going to be on shelves. It's going to fly off.
Both the 4K and the Blu-ray, I think it's going to be out of stock.
And one of the big things about it was that they didn't have a DVD option. So now with the 4Ks, it just looks like DVDs are not going to be a thing for those films that they choose.
Yeah.
So like from Mulholland Drive, I'm pretty sure there's a DVD of it. Yes, there is.
Yes, there is.
But now I'm not sure, because I only know that that's correct for Citizen Kane. But for Mulholland Drive, if you go online and you want to get the 4K, is there a DVD option? I don't remember.
For what? For Citizen Kane?
For Mulholland Drive.
What now?
Now I think they're getting rid of it.
I think so. I'm not sure.
Which honestly they should. Like, nobody's getting DVDs. I'm sorry.
Nobody's getting DVDs anymore. I mean, everybody's moving to Blu-ray or 4K.
Yeah. We have to make that jump, or else physical media is going to die.
It's true, though. Just like VHS went away when DVD came about, a Laserdisc went away as DVD came about again.
Not only am I getting Kane, but La Strata is coming out.
Yeah, La Strata, it's one of my father's favorite Fellini films. And he's not sort of a movie watcher, at least that old, like old films, but he likes Italian films a lot. I mean, he studied there for a good period of years. And he watches from now and then like older Italian films. And one time I put on La Strata and he was just amazed by the film. I don't think I'm going to get it, because even though Fellini is one of my favorite directors, it's not a film that I want to revisit as much as I want to revisit I Vitelloni, for example.
I understand that. I agree. Like, I'd rather watch those films, but it's the sole fact of owning a Fellini film for me.
Well, you don't have one, do you?
No, I don't. Okay. Because the only one that really is on Blu-ray is 8.5, and as you know, I'm not crazy about it.
They also have Hammercord and Fellini's Staricon and Roma.
Okay. We get it. I'm sorry. I don't like a lot of Fellini, but the ones I do like, they're not on Blu-ray.
Yeah.
And this one finally is coming out. So
I'm also thinking I'm not going to get it, because probably I'll be getting the box set in November, getting the Fellini box set. Maybe. I'm not sure.
Is that a tease for the next sale?
Because you see, they've released the box set, but now they're releasing individually. They're re-releasing older films. They were on DVD. So I'm waiting for I Vitelloni to come solely on Blu-ray.
I want. Listen, if Knights of Cabiria comes, I will literally pay full price for it to pre-order it. I need that movie.
Going back to Citizen Kane, I think I'm gonna get it in 4K, just because.
Wow. Okay.
Well, yeah, because I
might as well, right? It has to.
I have an Xbox One S which can play 4K. This guy has a what?
Yeah, well, guess what? Yours can play Region B Blu-rays, which we found out yesterday. But mine can.
It can't. It can play.
No, it can't. Well, you lied to me yesterday, clearly. Then.
I didn't lie. I said things that I'm possibly things that are made in the United States won't play Region B.
But well, we don't know if that's true for Xbox because you said that you. I thought yesterday you said that you knew that
my Xbox doesn't play DVD Region 2.
Okay, close enough.
Anyway, I'm getting the Citizen Kane 4K, and I'm getting something else next, which I was on a journey, and I'm solely going to talk about this later on. The Human Condition. Oh my God, what a great film. It's an adventure, just like Lord of the Rings is an adventure. The Human Condition is, but The Human Condition is more real. It's a film that you and I can, and anybody like us, can just associate with. It's so good. Tatsuya Nakadai, who plays the main actor, absolutely staggeringly brilliant, and
you got it. I believe.
Shut up. I think it's Mizoguchi.
Mizoguchi, no, Father, Son, House of Gucci.
No, Harakiri. Who directed Harakiri?
I'm for Letterboxd.
I am forgetting right now. Kobayashi.
Letterboxd if you don't.
Kobayashi. Masaki Kobayashi. It's, I think, his best film that he's ever made. I've seen Harakiri, and I'm planning to see more of his filmography, but I think it's a 9-hour film. There we go. It's a 9-hour film. It's a fantastic film. I mean, Peter Jackson's mostly remembered for The Lord of the Rings. Yeah. Coming. So we have to end it. So cut that, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us. Let us give ourselves a Criterion toast.
Oh, yes, we must. Oh my gosh. Yes.
Dun, 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 dun.
Ah!
What are you doing?
It almost fell. I'm sorry. Oh my gosh. All right. I pray that that's the thumbnail and your face isn't in it and it's just the Blu-rays covering your face.
Wait, let me make sure. There we go.
All right. That's it for this. I can't even say this week's episode because we're so inconsistent at this point.
That is true. Ladies and gents, with our inconsistency, I don't know when we're going to see you. Maybe in a month or so, because we're starting school. God help us. It's going to be hell.
Yeah. But for now, thank you for being with us. Thank you for watching this stuff that we put out. It means a lot. Hit the like and subscribe, comment, do all that things. And as we say, that's a wrap.
I don't know what that was. That was a mixture of Clint Eastwood with Jack Nicholson.
That was
me.
Different ages. There's a lot going on.
Different ages, exactly. Well, hello everyone. Yeah. Hello.